Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fres Fausto, also known as FQ Mom.
And this is Anton Fausto the Son. So we're kind of back to our traditional setup na we're gonna have a sit-down discussion. And we're going back to finance.
Okay.
So this is famous song. Actually, it was more in your time before my...
Really? Our time?
There's a rapper called Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie. He has a song called Mo Money, Mo Problem. So more money, more problems.
Okay.
And
let me try to say that.
Oh,
more money, more problems. Is that how it goes?
Yeah, sige. Joke lang. The thing with that song is, from the title pa lang, we'll just focus on the meaning of that. More money, more problems. Why do people, and it's not like the first time we've heard anything like it, but lots of people say that money is the source of evil.
Yes.
Lots of people have problems because when they get more money, parang dumadagdag yung problema.
So what we're going to dissect now is that,
why
it
is it
true?
like that? Yeah, why is it like that? And how do you, the FQ Mom finance expert, go about with that concept na, is it true na if you get more money, you're gonna
You'll
have more problems than
Yeah.
talaga?
Okay, sige. Okay, so let's listen to it.
Okay. Okay, so from the song,
So there you have it.
yeah, the chorus keeps going. The more money we come across, the more problems we see. So, bakit kaya ganon?
You know what? I think the more money we
Come across, yeah.
the more money we come across, we now get a new set of problems.
Yeah, new set of problems.
Yes.
And I think if I were given the choice, which problems would you want to deal with? I don't have money to eat, or I have to get my...
What do I do with this money?
What do I do with this money? Or kailangan kong pagawan yung luxury car ko. Sabi na like those, I would, syempre, you'd pick those problems over the first.
Diba, you remember the Maslow's theory of needs?
Hierarchy of needs.
Hierarchy of needs. So, really, kasi survival ang uunahin ng tao.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you don't have money, ang problemahin mo is your existence, your subsistence, where to get money to buy food, shelter.
These are the first, in the hierarchy of
Yes.
needs, syempre the first needs that you're gonna look for and stress about and spend energy on would be the survival ones, the food, the clothing, those
Correct.
the very basic ones. And when you are
You're
able
done
to
with
satisfy
that,
those, you go on to the higher
next
level.
But as human beings, we were not created by God to just worry about this.
Yeah.
Diba? The survival. So I think we really need to really sort out our money problems, at the very least to answer man lang our basic needs. Ano?
Yeah.
Because human beings also need problems to live a more meaningful life, di ba?
Yeah.
So kung ang pinoproblema mo ay yung pagkain pa lang ng pamilya mo, you won't be able to live meaningfully as a human being.
And deal with these more intricate problems that give like a higher sense of accomplishment,
higher sense of living, so that you can contribute naman to your society, di ba? Kasi yung cognition natin, yung brain power natin, bounded yan eh. Uunahin niya talaga yung basic needs, and only if it is able to satisfy that, dun pa lang siya pupunta sa next one. Siyempre, gusto natin yung mga yan, yung higher education, even all the way to appreciation of art.
Or even like the meaning of life, what is your purpose.
Oo, magpa-purpose ka pa ba kung yung mga anak mo walang makain?
Yeah.
So, hindi. So, I think when you say the more money, more problems, it is also a function of being prepared. For the more money, the abundance that will come your way.
Okay, we're talking about like the mindset. It's very mental. It's very up there in the brain. It's the way you look at it, the way you deal with it. So what is that? We have a term, and you talked about this in one of your FQ1 hands, the psychological wallet.
Yes, and the story is about you actually.
Okay, so I remember I was reading the book 8 Secrets of the Truly Rich by Bo Sanchez. This is when I was grade school, but I first discovered who Bo Sanchez was, and I was really alive with his philosophy and how he preached about the harmony or the working together of
reconciliation.
Yeah, reconciliation of being rich, as in materialistically, money-wise, that rich, and still being a good Christian, a good servant, good person.
Which is what he calls us truly rich.
Truly rich, yes. Na, in the Bible kasi, there are lots of stories na the rich person's the bad person, the rich person's the
and you really
the villain.
hated that
and I didn't
when you were young.
I want to be rich when I grow up. I don't want to be bad. And he opens up about he discusses rather the term psychological wallet. And I remember there was this one random event party, and then I brought it up lang out of nowhere. Na
Yeah.
they were
with the
talking about
titos and
they were talking
titas.
about money. Then I said something about having a big psychological wallet.
Yeah. Nagulat sila.
Yeah, I was a
Psychological
young
what?
agent. But ano yung psychological wallet? And then a psychological wallet is like how much money, how comfortable you are with an amount of money. So if you look at the song More Money, More Problems, for people, I guess, who aren't used to it, na, let's say you're only used to having this much amount of money.
And then you didn't prepare.
And you didn't prepare, and you biglang sobrang dami kagad, a
Correct.
big inflow of money. Syempre, you're not used to it. And not just money, anything naman
Yes.
if you have more than what you're used to,
And you didn't prepare
and
for
you didn't
it.
prepare for it, edi you're
Your psychological capacity
Yeah.
to receive that is not ready.
you're stuck. Example I would use. I always like using basketball as an example.
Okay.
Let's say you're a basketball player and you're used to being nasa bench ka lang. You're just a backup. So, hindi ka inaasahan masyado to score a lot or to really do much. Parang you're just there as a backup. You're just there when when your team's super up na, ganon, something like that. And then, suddenly, your star player gets injured.
Yeah.
And then, biglang you get all this responsibility, you have more playing minutes, you have more responsibilities, ganon. It's normal na parang you're gonna succumb to, and you're gonna kind of crumple under the pressure kasi you're really not used to that. That's not what you trained for. And then biglang you have so much more bigla. Although it's a good thing na, more responsibilities to play. Syempre, everyone wants that. Everybody wants to have you want to have a more meaningful role. But if you're not prepared for it, sayang lang the opportunity.
Yeah. So how should you prepare for that? You should always think that there is that possibility.
Yeah, you should always know your role, important, but then know that there's prepare for the possibility na you're gonna play to be the best naman. You train to
Okay,
be the
so
best.
I think it's more of saying that don't get too comfortable on the bench.
Yeah.
Ayun. So, you don't complain na, oh, I'm not given playtime, ganyan. But don't be too comfortable in that bench, and also try to always imagine that you are out there playing. Right?
Yeah.
So, it's very similar when it comes to money. If you're not in that financial condition where you really want to be, don't get too comfortable
Na hanggang
where
dito lang
you
ako.
are. Oo, don't say that na, ako hindi naman talaga ako yayaman. I hear that kasi sometimes Sasabihin mo, ako lang yung type ng tao, hindi talaga ako yayaman Ganon. So, wag ganon. Doesn't mean that magko-complain ka na ang konti lang ng sweldo mo, etc., etc. But, don't get comfortable kung ayaw mong to be stuck there, di ba?
Yeah. An example na we use a lot when it comes to the psychological wallet, and a perfect representation would be the lotto.
Lotto winners, yes.
So everybody wants, everybody wants to win the lotto. Who doesn't want to win that much amount of money?
Exactly.
By not
Millions.
really doing much, diba?
Yes.
By not really working for it. But historically rin, I read articles about this, that more often than not, the
Yes.
people who win lottos end up broke ulit. Sometimes they end up
Worse off than
worse
where
off
they
than
were
when
before the winning.
And you think, how can you be in a worse place if you get more? Parang it doesn't make sense.
Yes, because you received something that you are not comfortable with, so there is a subconscious way of getting rid of it.
Yeah, people din naman kasi we're used to going back to what we're comfortable with. So we kind of even if I don't think anybody naman who wins
Wants
the lotto
to.
will be like, I want to go back to
Yeah.
to this, being average lang, ganon.
Oo.
It's subconscious na we go back to what we're comfortable with. So we're gonna find ways to spend the money. Kasi holding this much money, if you win the lotto, I'm not comfortable with it. I have to spend it. I have to do something with it.
Yeah, and it's not even deliberate. Nandun na nga sa subconscious. So, ang mangyayari dyan, libre ka naman. And then sasabihin mo, okay lang naman, pinanalunan ko lang naman to So, libre ka dito, gastos ka dito, ng mga hindi naman importante. That's why we always say that it's important for you to know what your core values are, di ba? So that you can at least have a gauge. Ito ba yung pinupuntahan ng pera ko?
Yeah, and those
This
things aren't gonna
opportunity.
change, aren't supposed to change whether or not you have more money or not. Kasi,
Yes.
like, if you value
Values yun
family, if you don't have money, you value family. If you have a lot of money, you value family. But then, don't start getting new values bigla na you're super into this hobby na pala or something na, I
kasi
really
yun yung mga ginagawa ng mga
namamayaman. Yeah, don't lose yourself.
So dapat you have to know yourself very well so that you are always ready when the time comes. And you know what? Ang problema rin kasi, if you win something on a windfall basis, windfall. Yan, kagaya nung nanalo ka lang bigla.
Okay.
Parang mahirap maging komportable agad. Unlike if you really work hard for your money. So, unti-unti. That's why there is virtue. There is an advantage if you accumulate the regular way of working hard. So, sana yung mga kababayan natin dyan, huwag na masyadong umaasa dun sa, di ba, laging ganyan, ako pag nanalo sa loto, hindi na, wag mo nang, kung konti lang yung pera mo, wag mo na ipambili ng lotto ticket, i-invest mo na lang in an automatic basis.
Yeah. And you mentioned people na it's better to, for the normal way, quote-unquote normal way, na you work for money and you earn more. But even some people who are in that structure, that system, let's say they work for money, and then they earn normally, and then they save up, and then they retire, and then biglang they get a huge chunk of money. You can still, if you're not prepared for it, if you're not aware of the risks of when you have a lot of money kagad, what can happen, you can still fall to the trap of having more money, more problems.
Yes, that's why it's really very important to develop a high FQ, financial intelligence quotient. You have to understand, let's say you're going to get, let's say 2 million pesos. You were just a simple worker that you never saw 2 million pesos in your bank account. Suddenly, it's with you. What do you do with that? You finally, para bang you instantly feel ang dami mong pera. But you have to find out, ano ba ibig sabihin ng 2 million? Ilang taon lang ba to?
Yeah, it's supposed to, the reason why you got that much money, kaaga, at that time, at that specific moment, is because you finished your work na, and then you're done.
And you have to make that last for a long time.
And you have to make that last for your following years.
Ang tawag natin dyan sa behavioral economics, there has to be a proper way of presenting it. That is what we call information architecture. Okay. So you just don't give that person who is a bit clueless na 2 million, okay, 2 million, this can buy me this, a car, etc., etc. No, you have to make it appear na easily understandable. 2 million can last you this long if you continue to spend as much as you do now. Parang mga ganon dapat. Napapakita
break it down to
in
something
a relevant,
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Relevant, meaningful.
Sayang din naman talaga kasi if you work so hard for it, and then when you get, it's a big opportunity. It's a big opportunity to help. It's a big opportunity to provide for yourself, for your loved ones. That's if you're gonna just kind of squander that way just because di ka sanay or what you used to.
Dapat comfortable tayo with money. And we can start by really just discussing about it healthily during family dinners, yung mga ganyan.
And I think it's also important to eradicate that mindset that only some people are supposed to get rich. Only the tycoons, the Henry C's, the Ayagas. Sila lang yung may responsibility or yung may destiny, quote unquote, to be rich. Because I think it's everybody's.
Yes.
If a lot of people, if they had that mindset that in time, it's just gonna happen in my own time, I'm gonna get rich also. Some of those people, if they had those mindsets when they won the lotto, when they suddenly got this big amount of money,
that's right,
they could probably be in better places now.
Done something already, had they prepared their psychological wallet when that big opportunity came.
Yeah, so let's not think too little of ourselves na hindi tayo yaman.
You don't need to become a Zobel or a C, di ba? In your own way, you can be financially abundant para bang you have more than what you need para maging comfortable. Pwede yon. Pwede.
Yeah, okay. So going back to the song More Money, More Problems, I think it's a better way. I believe a better way to look at it is that we're always gonna have problems.
Right.
No matter what, if we have money, if we don't have money, there are gonna be problems. It's just that if you have a low amount of money, you're gonna have these problems. If you're gonna have a higher amount of money, you're gonna have these problems. There are gonna be new problems, but you shouldn't be too scared kasi there's always gonna be problems. And I guess kind of connecting to other famous quote-unquote sayings about money, that money can't solve all your problems, which is true. You're the one who solves your problems. It's not the money.
And your relationship with money.
Yeah.
Diba, no?
Do you have any last advice for people how to
approach this money?
And have this good psychological wallet?
It's really knowing what you want in this life so that you have your why, you have that meaning talaga. Why are you saving and investing? Para saan ba yan? Kasi money in itself naman talaga, sa tutuusin, hindi naman yun yung may value by itself, di ba? It's a piece of paper. These are just coins.
It's you. It's how you use it. It's how you deal with it.
Use it. And then also the preparation. It has to be something na you're willing to work hard for also. Di ba? Wag ka na lang masyado umaasa dun sa mga quick buck. That's where we really get scammed. Yung mga, pag
But it's really so enticing din kasi, like, I would, if there were a way, sana, no?
If there's a way. But then we've seen in history na naloloko lang tayo ng mga to. When somebody tells you na ito, mabilis, sigurado, walang
low risk, high reward.
Wala pong ganon. So, move away from that. You really just have to find what you're good at, what people are willing to pay for, your passion, lahat-lahat na yan, yung ikigai mo. Hanapin mo yun and do your best in order to really succeed in that. And when the money starts coming, ayan na, unti-unti. Mas maganda yun, mas sigurado yun.
Yeah. Alright.
Ikaw, from the Gen Z point of view, ano naman ang gusto mo sabihin sa kanila?
We have a different, kasi, the Gen Z millennial, have a different sort of perspective when it comes to work, to money. It's not anymore just the basic employee and you get a monthly salary, it's fixed. We have different sources of income. There's so many ways you can earn money online, diba? With posts, with Instagram, those type of things. That we should treat it, mentioning one of our earlier episodes, we should treat it professionally. All these streams of income, there are ways to earn money. But at the same time, don't look at it as parang, I just got this money, parang bonus money lang to. I still worked for it naman. Still look at it in a professional way. And if you look at it in a professional way kasi, you get to handle that money professionally the same way you would handle it if you were an employee in a fixed structure. Parang ganun. Alright, there you go. Hope you guys learned something from this and to have a good, how do you say it? Is it a good psychological wallet? A big psychological wallet? A huge psychological wallet.
Ready to receive the abundance.
The blessings.
Yeah, be comfortable with it. Share it even.
Thank you for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fres Fausto, the mom.
And Anton Fausto, the son. Bye. Mom and Son Podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. or anytime at your convenience and can be streamed through Spotify, Apple iTunes, Buzzsprout, or YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. For any questions and inquiries, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.